Welcome to FarmFusion Adventure. Welcome, fellow agriculture enthusiasts, to this creative gardening journey. Today, we're uncovering a secret that no one saw coming. Just stir a spoonful of sugar into water and boom! Your orchid will sprout 1001 roots and bloom with stunning flowers. Let's get started. Yeah, you heard that right. We're about to perform a miracle on your orchids. Phalaenopsis orchids are some of the most beautiful and precious flowers, but they're also incredibly finicky. Without proper care, their leaves wilt and the roots grow weak. But don't worry, we're about to show you a super simple yet surprisingly effective way to bring them back to life. Look at these leaves, don't they remind you of yourself after pulling an all-nighter to meet a deadline? Tired and lifeless. But with a bit of agricultural magic, we're going to bring them back to life. First, we need to clean and trim the orchid's roots. The orchid shows signs of browning leaves, possibly due to dehydration, infection, or physical damage. The roots are dry and shriveled, indicating issues with watering or nutrient absorption. The current growing medium seems to lack proper aeration, increasing the risk of root rot. This condition requires trimming damaged roots and replacing the growing medium. The plant needs adjustments in watering and humidity to recover. I carefully use my hands in combination with scissors to remove the dried and withered roots, leaving only the viable ones that have the potential to recover. You can see that the roots have been severely damaged, requiring the removal of most of the damaged roots. Then, soak the plant in water to soften the roots. I prepared a small pot just large enough to accommodate the orchid. Gently place the delicate orchid into the pot. Be careful to handle it gently, ensuring it doesn't sustain further damage. After that, I used a few objects to weigh down the plant so that the water could completely submerge the orchid. Fill the pot with water, submerging the orchid, and soak it for 1 hour. But hold on, we're not stopping there. Now comes the secret ingredient. Yep, you guessed it, sugar. You didn't think sugar was just for baking, did you? Just 1/3 of a teaspoon of sugar dissolved in 500 milliliters of water provides essential nutrients for your orchid. Sugar water energizes the plant, stimulates new root growth, and helps the orchid absorb water more efficiently. Plus, it creates a favorable environment for beneficial microorganisms, boosting recovery and plant immunity. Simple, but oh so effective. And now, the indispensable part of this secret: dry yeast. Yeast adds even more beneficial microbes to help the roots grow strong and healthy. That's right, you're not just pampering your orchid, you're also taking care of the tiny ecosystem around its roots. It's like giving your orchid a root spa treatment. I stirred 1 spoonful of yeast into 500 milliliters of water to dissolve it, then waited for an hour for the fermentation process to complete. After soaking the entire plant in water for 30 minutes, I removed it and continued soaking the leaves in sugar water for an additional 30 minutes. After soaking in the sugar water for 30 minutes, the leaves looked much more vibrant. I poured the sugar water and yeast mixture together and placed the orchid into another pot. Now, let's submerge the wilted roots and leaves into the sugar yeast solution for about 30 minutes. This process will revive the leaves and stimulate new root growth. The nutrients will soak into the plant tissue, bringing your orchid back to life in no time. I also use this solution to water the other orchids in the garden, applying it every 2 weeks. This helps the roots absorb nutrients quickly, boosting photosynthesis and growth. Just water every 2 weeks, and your orchid will glow with strong roots and vibrant flowers. After a refreshing 30 minutes soak in the magic potion, our orchid already looks more alive. Just wait a little longer and you'll witness a miracle. But this isn't the end of the story. I need to create a wonderful new living environment for my orchid. Pine bark is the ultimate choice for growing orchids, offering excellent drainage while keeping enough moisture for root development. Pine bark provides just the right amount of moisture and aeration, creating a breathable space where the roots can thrive. Plus, it fights off mold and encourages the growth of beneficial microorganisms. Next, gently place the orchid in the pot. Don't pack it too tightly. Orchids love a breezy, spacious environment. Carefully add a layer of pine bark over the roots to lock in moisture and keep the plant secure, like a cozy bed for the roots eager to grow. I used scissors to remove the severely damaged leaves. Now it's time to add a bit of sphagnum moss on top. Sphagnum moss helps retain moisture in the growing medium, while also allowing the roots to breathe freely. It prevents bacteria and mold, keeping the environment clean and fresh. It's like giving your orchid a warm blanket for those chilly nights. Now for the grand finale. Let's pour our magical elixir over the roots. The yeast will activate the microorganisms in the growing medium, helping the roots absorb nutrients more efficiently. Just remember to do this every 2 weeks. Don't overfeed your orchid with this energy drink. In the following days, mist the leaves and medium daily to maintain moisture. Don't let your orchid dry out. It needs moisture like we need coffee every morning. After a month, the magic happens. New roots sprout like a marathon race of orchid roots. Look at this! Not only did our orchid survive, but it's now ready to thrive. And don't forget to keep feeding your orchid its supplements. A 1/5 teaspoon of sugar and 1/5 teaspoon of yeast is all it takes to keep your plant in hypergrowth mode. Mix it with 300 milliliters of hot water, stir well, and wait for it to cool down before watering the plant. Regularly water the plant with the sugar yeast solution every 2 weeks. Lastly, make sure to place the orchid in a cool, well-lit spot. Don't let direct sunlight hit it, or your orchid will feel like it's stranded in the desert. And boom! After a month, your orchid will sprout 1,001 roots and be ready to burst into stunning blooms. You can officially call yourself an orchid wizard. We can see the remarkable transformation of this orchid. Initially, the orchid looked frail, with wilted leaves and roots that had begun to dry out. It seemed as if the plant had no chance of recovery, but I didn't give up. The orchid's recovery process serves as clear evidence that with enough patience and care, nature will always find a way to revive. Now, the orchid has not only recovered, but has become a symbol of resilience and hope. And here's the grand result after all your love and care. These orchids are blooming gloriously. If you found this tip helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share the secret recipe for blooming orchids with everyone. Let's create a garden full of vibrant, blooming flowers together. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.